Hello, Salesforce ISV partners. My name is Nick Peterson, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer at Chargent. We are the makers of the top-rated payments app on the Salesforce App Exchange. Today, I'm here to talk to you a little bit about our journey building a Chargent product for Salesforce CDP. Let's get started. First, we need to do some planning. It helps to know your customer data use cases, whether you are planning to use the customer data platform for segmentation, for email marketing, example on Marketing Cloud, or relevance data for e-commerce personalization on Commerce Cloud. It helps to think a little bit about how customers might use your data. Next, you need to know the Salesforce Customer 360 data model. We'll review that in just a minute. With knowledge of these things, you can plan a mapping from your custom object to a Customer 360 object, and that's the primary objective for creating a CDP integration. Let's move on to a demo. Before we do that, here's the Customer 360 data model. And the single source of truth prefix you see here is a standard model that is a package installed when the permission set licensing for Customer 360 is installed into the subscriber org. Here, the sales order object is the closest to one of our primary objects called Chargent order. And so our integration maps from Chargent order to sales order. Let's take a look. Here we are on the customer data platform. There are a couple of setup steps that your subscribers will need to do once they have installed your data kit into their org, along with your primary application. In our case, we created a Salesforce CRM connector. And so this needs to be created as an initial step on install. And you can see here that we connected this org. Once the data kit is installed, it will show here. And this is our data kit, Chargent CDP. And you can see here that the data stream goes from our Chargent order into the sales order data model in the CDP data lake. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick run through of how this works. Here we are back in the customer data platform, and the data stream is the primary component here that you'll be working with. First, what I need to do is I need to create a Chargent order. I'm going to create some data. Create a new Chargent order. I'm going to use one of our gateways that we connect to. Now that I have a Chargent order, fields on our Chargent order object get populated when a payment is made. So I'm going to enter in some payment information here. Enter in the payment data. And enter amount to charge. Now we have some additional information that will map nicely into those sales order object fields. We've mapped this billing information. Okay, so let's go back to the data stream. So this is the component that moves the data from Salesforce CRM into the data lake on Salesforce CDP. So what you can do here is you can trigger a refresh. Your data kit will be packaged with a frequency. Hourly is probably a good way to go. You might have different needs for yours. And you can manually trigger a asynchronous process by clicking refresh now. And we'll see the last run status in progress. Okay, this is asynchronous, so it will take a while. It will take some time to move the data in the background. Let's quickly look at what you'll be creating when you create your CDP product. In our case, we created a data mapping that was packaged as part of a data kit. And you can see here that we're mapping from Chargent orders over to the single source of truth object in the customer 360 data model sales order. And some of these fields you can see, make a lot of sense. So we've mapped different fields like billing address, bill to address, etc. Because of the process of moving data over, there are some required fields like create date to know when to pick up new records that are found in the system, as well as the primary key. Once the data stream has moved the data from, in our case, Salesforce CRM to the data lake, you can go look in the Data Explorer. And here we're going to look at the data model object and select the sales order. And you can see there are our records that have been moved over to the data lake. Now you're ready to do some identity resolutions and profile creation to get your 360 view of this customer data blended with data from other sources. And sky's the limit in terms of how creative you want to get using this data in your Marketing Cloud or Commerce Cloud implementations. I hope you learned a little bit about Salesforce CDP and our journey creating this customer product. Thanks for your time today.